Hi, Mahjong Meister here. I am going to talk with you a little bit about the differences between American Mahjong and Riichi. And while I do that, I'm going to convert my Anywhere set from My Fair Mahjong, which is an American set. It does have a Riichi expansion, so I'm going to show you how you would convert it for Riichi. So one of the things about Riichi is that they do play with these akadoras, which are red fives for each of the suits. So you would be taking out a five from each set. The other thing I'm going to need to take out, because they don't play with jokers in Riichi, so we would be taking out all of our jokers like this, and we're also going to be taking out the flowers like that. Okay. So I got introduced to the idea of playing Riichi from my friend Sarah L. at Maj Club, and she had suggested it as an alternative, saying it was a lot of fun. So I went online and I learned a little bit more about the game. Very similar to American Mahjong, Riichi was, basically how Mahjong came to Japan, and they have their own kind of version of the game. In Riichi, they have a special condition which is called a yaku. So there are a number of yakus which one has to kind of familiarize themselves with. And in order to win Mahjong, you have to have that condition met in your hands. They still do 3 and 4 of a kinds as we do in American Mahjong, but there's a greater emphasis on what we know as like cheese, which they call a shansu. They also have obviously different names for the various suits. So here's my 5 dot I need to get rid of. And so a dot in Riichi is called a pin. Yeah. What we think of as cracks, let me find the 5 crack. 5 bams. So the bams are called su, or like sticks, basically. And the cracks are mon. Let me see if I can find the 5 mon there. So the mon there. Okay. In Riichi, one of the things I really enjoy about Riichi is that there is an emphasis on being one tile away. So similar to like the American game that many of us are familiar with Uno. So when you're one tile away from winning, there's a condition. If you are playing a closed hand, you could call Riichi, which is the namesake of the game, and that actually counts as a yaku. So it's a really special condition when you're doing that, because in Riichi we do like each discard is discarded in front of you. You just put the tile to the side, and you declare Riichi. If one thing about this set though, I don't have counting sticks. So in order to keep track of points, you have to keep track of points aside. And most Riichi players do play with counting sticks, and so that's how they keep track of the scoring. The scoring is a lot more complicated in Riichi than it is in American Mahjong, but it's a great game, and I highly encourage you to look into it. Thanks so much.